guess what? What? It's time for my setup video, so let's hit the intro. What is up, guys? I haven't made a my setup video in so long. As you can tell, my setup has changed. So I'm going to take you through a quick tour of my setup, and I'll explain each product that's contained in my setup. So let's start down here. Down here we have my PC, which I haven't turned on in about 3 months. There's really no need to because I have the Macs and I personally like them better. This PC is a decent PC. It's running Windows Vista, which isn't the best OS, but that's okay because I don't really use it. It has 3 gigs of RAM, it has a 500 gig hard drive, and it has an Intel Pentium dual-core processor running at 2.2 gigahertz. Like I said, it's not a bad PC, but I'm just a Mac person now. So let's move on to the next item. Over here we have a KVM switch. A KVM switch allows you to run 2 computers with 1 mouse, 1 keyboard, and 1 monitor, which comes in handy because I have the PC down there, and I also have a Mac Mini, which I'll be getting to later in the video. Over here to the right we have my 500 gig external hard drive, which I use for backups, and I also use it to store my music on. Moving to the right again, we have my 4-port USB hub. This comes in handy because I don't have enough USB ports on my Mac Mini, so this adds about 3 more because 1 is taken up by plugging in the hub. But plugged into the hub we have my external hard drive, an 8 gig flash drive, and a wire for my iPod, which I'll be getting to the iPod later in the video. If we just zoom out here, here's my 19-inch LCD HP monitor. I like it a lot. It has speakers built in, which comes in handy because, as you can see, I have a small desk, and I wouldn't want speakers taking up more room on my desk. But if we sneak in back of the monitor, there's my Mac Mini. My Mac Mini's the 2 gigahertz, 120 gig hard drive, and 2 gigs of RAM. Sorry, I had to think there for a second. I forgot how much RAM I had. There's the power brick. Let's move over here. Here's just a random pencil. And here is my keyboard. I like it a lot. It's the Apple keyboard. It's very slim. You can type really fast on it because the keys are very responsive. Just a wiry mess right here. And speaking of my iPod, like we did earlier, here's my iPod Touch 2G, the 8 gig model, and it is in a spec candy shell case, which I might be doing a review on soon if you guys would like that. Here's just a cloth that came with my spec case. I also have a spec case on my MacBook, which is the next item that I'm going to be telling you about. This is the 2.53 gigahertz, has 4 gigs of RAM at DDR3, and a 5400 RPM 250 gig hard drive. I'm loving it. Check out my first impressions video if you haven't, please. In back of the MacBook, I have my wireless router, and there's the power brick for my MagSafe. And the last item within my setup is my lamp. So before I end the video, I'm just gonna back up and show you a full view of my setup. It's not the best setup in the world, but it does great for me, and I really like it. I know it could be better, but yeah. So if you haven't, please go ahead and subscribe if you like the content. Check out some of my other videos, Mac videos. I also have a few video game videos, but go ahead and check that out. Please comment, rate, and subscribe, and have a great day.